Welcome to the O Show, your number one podcast for everything training, mindset, and nutrition. I am your host, Oren McCarry, and it is my goal to help you access the best information around to allow you to kick ass in the gym, in the kitchen, and most importantly, in your head. Between my own experiences and those of my amazing guests, I'm confident we will do that. So let's strap in and level up your life starting right now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome to today's episode of the O Show. We did have a little week break. I actually went down south last week with the family just for a couple of days, but with just some well-needed R&R. So we took a little break from the podcast, but we are back because if you haven't seen on Instagram, we have more big news. We came to you about 6 or 8 weeks ago saying that Shireen was coming on as an online coach from Melbourne. Since then, we have got her back in Perth. She's doing her isolation and she's going to be joining TeamOMC at the Mecca Doherty's Gym, Perth. Huge news. Shireen, how excited are you about this?
I am ecstatic. And greetings from quarantine.
The last time you were on, we were talking from, I'm pretty sure you were locked down in Melbourne for the first of the 2 latest lockdowns there. And
yeah.
We were just, we put you to work trying to get busy as possible with the online stuff. And then what actually ended up happening was an office came up at Doherty's and I started to think, you know what, if I'm going to take this office, why don't I see if I can get Shireen over? So I started to get the ball rolling and started talking to the boys about, how would it work if I got another team member in here? We want to grow the brand, get the right people. And you were doing such a good job. It made sense for me just to try to get you over. So let's talk about in between, like that last announcement and this, because obviously you had 2 weeks of lockdown, which we talked to you at pretty much the start of that. You came on board with the team. Then you had a week where you went back to the gym. The gym's open like midway through the lockdown as a sort of stage thing. And you had about a week or 10 days and then you guys were locked down again. How was that?
Oh, it was pretty rough.
I can imagine.
Because I think it was just pretty much like 3 lockdowns back to back. So we had the first one out of the 3 was the end of May. I was out of work for 3 weeks, and we were only back for 3 weeks, hammered it, absolutely killed it. And then we went straight back into lockdown for another 3 weeks. So that wasn't good. 2 weeks, sorry, 2 weeks. It's all blending in together. So 2 weeks. And then, we went back to work for not even 10 days. And then we're back into lockdown again, making it to 3 weeks. And now I'm here. So their lockdown's just been extended until next Thursday, I believe. So that's pretty much almost my entire quarantine period here in Perth. And Melbourne will be in lockdown until then, which will, to be honest, will probably be extended.
Yeah.
With their track record, that was only meant to be, both were meant to be only snap lockdowns for 7 days, and they all got extended. So
yeah.
Okay.
So it must be a pretty big relief then to be coming off the plane and isolating, but you've got the prospect of being back here in your dream job. Like Doherty's is going to be killer with you working there. You're going to love the environment because you came from Virgin, which, not to disrespect Virgin, but it's a completely different vibe. It's a commercial club. It's geared, you were working in a city center gym with all the office folk, these people who are big earners come in just to get beasted around. Doherty's just is going to have a different vibe. So how excited are you about that, getting quarantined on and just coming in and bossing the gym?
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I actually never thought that I would end up working at Doherty's. But yeah, here we are.
Here we are,
man. Start it. So
awesome.
Yeah, and like you say, it's going to be a different vibe to what I've experienced at Virgin. And it will be a whole range of different people too, which is awesome because a lot of the time at Virgin we were dealing with a lot of corporates. So
yeah, exactly. And I think Doherty's has that range where you've got the very serious competitor style client, and you've also got just people who like that, like the attitude of Doherty's where there's no judgment. People just come in, whether you're 6'6" covered in tattoos and huge, or whether you're little Shireen coming in just to do some hip thrusts, whatever it is, everything in between is like catered for. So like people just don't feel intimidated when they might be intimidated at the thought of coming there, but then when they get there, they're like, I actually like this, and then they end up moving. So you got a whole spectrum of clients, and it's going to be exciting to see where we land with who you attract in, and just getting you as busy as quick as possible. But that's awesome. So let's talk about your whole process of moving, because people might find this interesting, right? Because over here in Perth, where a lot of the listeners are based, we haven't had a lockdown since February, fingers crossed. I feel like there may be one coming. I don't want to jinx that, but like, we can't just be the only state, pretty much the only place in the whole world who hasn't had a major Delta breakout. Like, it probably will eventually catch up with us. But coming from that, and then the process of moving, how did you find, like, how hard was it to get back to Perth? I know the story, but let's tell the listeners.
Okay, where do I begin? So had Victoria been in a green zone, then I would have been approved straight away to return back to Perth, and there wouldn't have been any hassles at all. However, considering the fact that we are, well, over in Victoria, they are classified as a medium risk zone. So when you try to apply for a G2G pass to enter WA, it's just a very long-winded process, pretty much. The first time I applied for it, I was pretty blasé about it. I just thought, because I'm a previous WA resident, my driver's license is still a WA driver's license. Thought, whatever, should be able to get approved straight away. Nope, they rejected it. And I was like, okay, this is going to be a bit harder. So then the second time I went to apply, I explained my circumstances. Then I said, I'm coming back to Perth for a job, all that kind of stuff. And then they rejected me again, pretty much outlining the fact that I needed to basically drop everything in Melbourne, without knowing if I would be approved to enter WA to be able to apply and try to be approved for the G2G pass. So what that entailed was, when they had sent me the email, they pretty much were saying, like, I needed to show like my vehicle being transferred back over to WA, which my vehicle has always been in WA.
Yeah.
My address had to be changed. Like any lease agreements or whatever in WA, which is not really possible when you're kind of on the other side of the country. And they wanted also job contracts. So you actually had to have a solidified contract sign-off job pretty much all lined up for you, ready to go when you come back to WA. So that was pretty much the biggest thing. I basically had to send in my contracts. I changed my addresses on the Department of Transport website, explained to them my car's always been in WA, sent them my driver's license. What else did I send in? Oh, I sent in from my boss at Virgin. He sent through a letter that said that I had resigned. Yeah, sorry.
It's a lot to go into it, right? That was,
yeah. So
and people don't realize how hard that is.
Yeah, exactly. So after 20 pages of uploads on my G2G application and a week's long wait, I finally got approval. But it's not until you pretty much land in WA is when you are able to know that you are definitely able to stay, because I know that a lot of people, I'm very fortunate it didn't happen to me, but there have been some people who have applied for the G2G, received approval, and then it's been revoked on the lead up to their flight. So I was just very, very lucky.
Yeah, and it was a lot of a waiting game, because I remember last Monday, we're recording this now on Monday the 30th. Last week, I actually, in time where I normally do check-ins when Evie's sleeping at home, I was writing a new contract to show that it was gym-based work, so that it had a physical location rather than the previous online. We booked you a flight, so there was proof that you were flying over. We booked you an extra bag because you obviously had all your luggage coming over, which again was proof that you're coming over to stay.
Exactly.
So that night I was up to 10 o'clock doing check-ins when I'm normally done by like 6 or 7 p.m. because of the fact that we spent so much and we had to go through so much to get this approved. And then, like you said, though, like all week, like I was like, okay, it's been when we finally got word it was through on Sunday last week. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sunday it was approved. And then I was telling people, okay, Shireen's coming, but I don't want to say that too loudly just in case, because we always knew there was a chance you might be revoked. But lucky enough, we got to Saturday and you sent me the picture from the board and the plane. And then the rest is history. You're now set. So let's look to the future though. What are you most excited about getting out? Let's actually talk before we talk about work stuff. What's the first thing you're going to do when you get out, like in like 2 weeks time, 13 days, like food based, like where you're going to go, what you're going to do? Like what are you most excited about being back in WNI?
Oh, so many things. I think the first thing I want to do is quite possibly get a coffee on the beach and just walk along the beach. That's one of the things that I used to always do here. So that, I can't wait to get back into the gym. Oh my God. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. So yeah, gym, coffee on the beach, they're probably my top two. And then food wise, well, there's quite a few there. So Top Donuts, always my favorite donuts.
Yep.
In Willagee. All these places are all going to get a plug now, aren't they?
I'll have to ask them for some sponsorships, right? I wouldn't mind a donut sponsorship.
Get Chunky is amazing.
Yep.
And Smoke and Grill 3230 as well.
Okay, yeah.
Amazing. But yeah, we'll just space those out, you know.
Okay, so
after
13 days from now, guys, get on Shireen's Instagram, Shireen_TeamOMC, and watch what's going to happen. This is going to be interesting. I'll be watching it closely. So that's awesome. So what about after that big feast on the Sunday then? We're going to be starting work in the gym on the Monday, which I think will be around the 7th. No, sorry, that'll be will it be?
It'll be about Sunday's the 5th. So yeah, it'll be like the 6th is the Monday.
Perfect. Yep. Okay. So this is from the 6th. No, sorry. Today's I'm confused. 1, 2. Oh, so yeah, Sunday's the 12th, right? So then it'll be the 13th we're in the gym. Is that right?
Oh yeah.
So from the 13th, 13th we'll be in the gym. What are you most excited about coming into Doherty's, early morning sessions, seeing the vibe? Like, is it the equipment? Is it the vibe? Is it actually getting back to work after so long without training people face to face and only working with people online? What are you most excited about?
Oh, all of it. I can't wait to just get in there and meet people who I haven't met at Doherty's yet. I already know like Paulie, and I've met Renee a few times as well. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to meeting my clients actually face to face who live in Perth as well, because I know a couple of them want to shift over to PT, and just getting in there and smashing my clients basically, and doing the training myself as well, because I'll be training out of Doherty's too. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So lots to look out for, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. This is a bit different. It's very chill. It's just us talking about Shireen's experience, you know. But if you're listening and you do perhaps need some help with coaching and you want to come and see somebody in person, Shireen is going to be taking sessions from, like I said, the 13th of September, straight out of ISO, straight into sessions. You can't wait. So if you're particularly a female, Shireen's really passionate about working with females to overcome any issues around diet and training, everything. She's got the whole arsenal there ready to go, and we're going to have an absolutely kick-ass setup in the office there, ready to welcome you all to Doherty's Perth. So if you do, just reach out to either Shireen on Instagram using the links either in the description, or myself using the links in the description. Come and find us, inquire, and we will get you sorted. So Shireen, for now, we're going to go, and I'm going to let you enjoy your ISO life. I don't know how much you can actually enjoy 14 more days in isolation, but at least you're over this side of the country now rather than doing it by yourself in Melbourne. And you've got something to look forward to, right?
Yes, absolutely. I'm counting down the days. I think my G2G thing said that I had 12 days left. So
okay, awesome. It's very it's exciting to think about coming out of that and how that's going to feel for you. And I can't wait to just get in touch and see you in person, and, you know, keep in touch and make sure that, you know, you really enjoy that time when you come out of that. Like, the gym's going to be rocking. The place is ready for you, and it's going to be a whole new experience to what you're used to. And I can't wait to be part of the journey with you there.
For sure. Thank you. And thank you so much for sorting out my flights and everything and the contracts and stuff, even though it was long-winded, and keeping in touch. I really appreciate it.
That's it. You're good staff, and like good people get treated well by me. That's all part of it, right? So, and we're in the team together, right? I might be OMC behind the TeamOMC, but you're just as much part of the team as me. And you know, we reward the team. That's it. We're all you're part of the family now, and you treat family the best, right? So let's there's a lot more to come where that started. We're only just getting started with the whole boss and employee relationship, and it's going to keep getting better and better, mate.
Can't wait.
Awesome, guys. So if you haven't already, give Shireen a follow using the links below, or just searching at Shireen_TeamOMC. Hit her up, look at her content. There's going to be a hell of a lot more content coming now that she is going to be fully out of lockdown, and even during ISO now, she's got some killer ideas of content to come. Follow me, of course, if you don't. And if you haven't dropped a 5-star iTunes review, go and do it now, please, because that means we get moved up the rankings and other people might see it based on your review and get the O Show in their ears. So, Shireen, thank you for your time today. Guys, thank you for listening. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks for joining me on today's episode of The O Show. If you know somebody who needs to hear this episode today, please share this with them via message or on social media. Don't forget to also take a screenshot and share it on your story and tag me at Oren McCorry so we can continue to grow the podcast and help more people change their lives with the advice given here. Also, keep the 5-star reviews coming over on iTunes, as that helps people who normally wouldn't listen to the show find it and get the O Show in their ears and drive the podcast forward to help more people around the world with the advice here. Have a great day, and I will speak to you soon.